Hang on, wait. Oh god, I forgot how to do anything. I can't tell if I'm live. I probably am. Okay. Oh my god, I haven't streamed alone in like forever. Jeez, again. Oh gosh. I'm so sorry. I haven't turned on my mic on stream in like maybe 2-3 years. I don't know. I'm so sorry. I have like, and I'm not afraid to admit it. I have a new model. It's not a potato. I'm not a potato. I'm not a poop. I'm not a chocolate. I'm a hamster. And I draw. Astaga. Oh my god, my mom's trying to call me now of all times. No, not now. Yeah, I jiggle. Look, I jiggle. Oh my god. Stop trying to call me. Why are you trying to call me now? Like the moment I hit stream. Mother. Yeah, I jiggle. I jiggle, but I still have some. What do you call it? Face tracking. Yeah. My laptop's been really dead. Yeah, I'm streaming from a laptop. I know, and I just can't handle really heavy models anymore. Wait, what does she want? Wait. Why do mothers never like text first? Is it just me? Is it like an old person thing? I'm sorry, Mom. I swear, I'm not trying to ignore you on purpose. Ugh. Please text me. What do you need? 99% made out of pudding. That's very generous. Despite my like pudding branding, I don't actually eat pudding that often anymore. I think I just grew up. I'm like way past how old a hamster should be. I don't hate sweets. I don't hate sweets. Okay, wait. How do I just realized I made my clip studio as big as the entire screen. How am I gonna look at chat? Is that possible? Pudding clickbait. I didn't put any pudding on thumbnail. Just because I'm like, if I'm pudding and I eat pudding, that's cannibalism. It's terrible. Okay. I should just start already. Like I opened a forum for people who have questions, because I feel like a lot of people ask me things like through sometimes I get asked through DMs questions, and it's a little hard to answer everyone one by one or whatever. Oh my god, how do I look at chat and draw? This is ridiculous. How do people do anything? Do I make the clip studio smaller? Why am I talking to you guys about this? I'll make it smaller. Like this. Is this enough? This is enough, right? You guys can see this, even if I draw like this. The hamster looks like a pudding addict. My cheeks are full right now. Oh, actually, I can empty them. I should probably show the model first. This is my first time using it. I can take off. I can hold a pencil. I can put my pencil down. I can My cheeks. I can go hungry. I spit it out. I fill it back in. I can hold corn because I love corn. I think it's most realistic for me to be eating corn. I don't think hamsters eat pudding. I don't think. Can they? I'm sure they can because they eat everything, but they shouldn't. It looks uncanny without the cheeks. So mean. This is my true form. How dare you? See, I can jiggle and wiggle. And I can turn around and stuff. I have some expressions, but actually I haven't put it down yet. Okay, I'm gonna put my cheeks back. That looks really weird. You're right. I'm sorry for showing you that. It looks so pathetic. Wait. How do I? It looks really stupid. Yeah, put her back in her place. Is that corn? Yes, it's corn. This is for when I'm not holding a pencil. I'm not always drawing. Most of the time, like when someone says they're an artist, they draw about like 5% of their time. Except for when there's a project. And then it becomes like 200%. Alright. Thank you so much for talking to me. I'm literally so like scared. I'm so bad at talking alone. I'm so sorry for admitting it. Court is dangerous. Okay, I only got like a few questions, but honestly I can yap about things forever. So even by like 4, I feel like there's a lot to cover already. My friend Danny, I don't know if they will show up. They will show up, but they asked something really specific also, like off the Google Docs. It's not even in the Google Docs, but it's fine. I will answer like specifically what they asked also. I don't know how to start things like this. I feel like I'm good at yapping once I start yapping, but it's really hard to start yapping. Also, is the sound okay, like BGM and stuff? Oh my god, it's so weird to jiggle and wiggle like this. Like I'm sorry. Okay, I should probably draw. Maybe I'll screenshot the questions and just like show it on the Clip Studio. That's probably the best way to do it. Actually, there's a... Oh, you didn't hear that, right? Okay, yeah. The first question I received was actually really vague, so I don't really know how to answer this. But I'm gonna try. Honestly, if they're... I would like you to elaborate more, whoever sent this. Like you to elaborate more what this means, because I don't know if the general audience like know like what they mean by Genga is a little different. I think like for the past maybe starting last year, I started like doing drawing Genga and stuff like that. But before I started working on Genga, I feel like I thought Genga just meant animation, like animation, the anime animation, the type that has like the type that has the colored lines. Oh my god, this pen does not work. My browser didn't load the stream properly. Hi Kevin. You like my new model? Look, I can draw. I'm going to draw. I swear I'm gonna draw. I want to bite you. You can't. So I don't know what this person means by Genga. If they mean like literally like drawing like those drawings that with like Genga lines. Oh, why is my mouse doing that? Wow, why is it doing that? Oh, why is it doing that? Oh no. Hang on. Calibration? I gotta calibrate my... It's not doing its thing well. It would really suck if I suddenly can't draw this. Working area. This is my working area again. Why is it doing that? Wait, restart Clip Studio? I'm gonna restart Clip Studio. Do not save. I'm so sorry. Ugh. Also, I'm not yummy if you bite me. I taste like poop. I'm not poop, but I taste like poop. Okay, does this work now? Okay, it should. Yeah. Hello? Why does it do that? Oh, okay, now it works. Okay, well, yeah, that first question. This person. This is too non-specific for me. I don't understand. But if you mean literally Genga, which is like, okay. In anime, there's like the first stage of animation called layout. So this is where like the artist draws like the background, like according to the storyboard. There's a storyboard for this, of course. Sorry, I'm like writing down whatever I can. There's a storyboard first. The layout is like usually the background, then the characters, stuff like that. This is considered like the main animator. Usually, animators, they get to like, they do their layout, and basically if they have time, they're supposed to do their own Genga. Genga is the cleanup after the layout. But these days, like, there's not enough people, so like people don't have enough time to like do their own Gengas and stuff, and sometimes you pass it to a completely different person to finish up your animation, and that one is called Genga. And if someone else is doing it, then it's called Daini Genga, like second key animation, because you're like the second person. So a lot of like, this is like clean, like super clean. Let's say like, you know, you draw the highlights, you do the shadows, stuff like that. Like it's like way cleaner. But this is not in between yet. After this, there's something called Doga, where it's in betweens. No, I can't, like, what I can't tell about this question is, like, if there's someone who actually works on Genga and they want, like, tips. They want, like, tips on actually drawing Genga. Because Genga is a lot of, like, matching the art style, I think, like, following what the director wants and things like that. But if it's just, like, drawing in, like, with color lines, I can only say, like, practice. When you're drawing in, like, anime style, it's kind of like, it's hard to say. It's like, I think because the style itself is so minimalistic, you only have, like, when people cel shade, they only have so much to work with. They have, like, the lines, they have, like, shadows, and that's kind of it, and highlights, and that's it. It's, like, very separated into three. So the drawing itself is the focus. Like, you can't cover things up with rendering like you do with an illustration. I think that's, like, important. So learning, like, kind of like how to make the drawing itself look neat, but, like, look interesting despite it not having much. It's actually really difficult. Sorry, I'm just, like, doodling on the side here. This has nothing to do with anything. think this is like this is very rough. But there's a lot of if you're actually doing Ginga work and what you want is like advice on that, then I think it's important to look at the intent in the strokes that the original artist is doing, if it's not your drawing, that is. Again, like, all these little things matter because, like, even if it with a drawing like this, well, at most you can do is give it shadow. You can't really do much. Yeah. I think practicing your shapes is really important. But I don't know, it's too broad of a question, it's hard to answer, sorry. Sorry if that wasn't what you're looking for. I don't taste like pickles. There was another question. This one's from my friend. They also asked like really vaguely, so I did ask them to elaborate for this one. They wanted like tips on like, I don't know if I have tips on anatomy, but they wanted anatomy and specifically emotions. I think this connects to one of these other questions. I know I only received like a few, but it kind of connects to this one. I think I could probably put them together. Oh, they're all Anon, but like Anon asked if I have any tips on drawing 2 or more characters interacting, and like they always like they're saying they're always drawing 2 characters standing side by side instead. I think this is something to also get used to, like okay, once you get used to drawing characters, you have to start getting used to thinking of like acting, kind of. I think for us we just call it acting because animators are kind of like actors. You can critique my sketches if you run out of topics. Only the ones you send. I wouldn't do that to something you won't send. Sorry, I'm still a little sick also. But yeah, I think once someone gets used to drawing, like people drawing characters, there's a lot of things about the character where the drawing has to tell us something about the character, because animators are actually like 2D actors. We kind of give life to the characters. And so when 2 characters are, even if they're standing together, I think they're not just standing together. Yeah, okay, let's say you draw a character like standing together like this. This is character A, character B. I think what usually people end up doing, it's like they draw like a very basic pose. I am also guilty of this, by the way. I'm not like blaming anyone for doing this, because I literally do this. I just do like yay, peace sign, and they're like taking a picture. But I really love when characters have interactions. Yeah, peace sign, yay. But what does this peace sign say about the character? Unless it's just like a, okay, let's say maybe they're a gyaru or something, and they're doing a very gyaru pose, and that makes sense. But otherwise, they're just doing like a basic pose. I think first you need to try to like remove the existence of a camera or just think of the character like, because you want them interacting, you want like them to emote. And what's the dynamic between these two characters? Does one like the other one, or like are they enemies? Are they rivals? I think you could start by like literally like just like think of how they interact, and like literally just draw that. Like what would they do normally in a different setting? Like would they go out to eat together? Would they like would they sit together, or like what kind of activities they might do together? And you'll get a bunch of things from that. So more than just like these two like taking a picture. For example, you see them, for example, like let's say character A, it's like they're walking together. It's just like normal walking together. Sorry, this is like really rough sketches. Character A and character B walking together. This is also like kind of whatever. This is kind of a whatever pose. But maybe this character B, they them. They're like a more cheery kind of character, so maybe they're the type to like be the one to drag the other one. Like, hey, character A, come on, let's go look over there. And maybe character B is more like, I'm sorry, this is all showing my taste, which is terrible. I'm so bad at drawing in spots suddenly. This is like the first picture, you can't tell anything about them. Basically, you think about what you want to say about the character, what you want to show about the character, and try to convey that in the language of drawing, because drawing is a language also, at least to me. It's like a language without... It's a language without words, without like talking. So if anything, I think it's stronger than like actual speaking, because you need to know certain language to communicate with each other. But you communicating with pictures, it's like everyone can see and maybe understand what's like. And it's like practicing making a silent film or something. It's still acting. Even actors, like, they practice, what do you call it? They practice doing like pantomime and stuff. I have trouble also, like, sometimes I feel like I rely too much on dialogue, and that's not really what I want to do. And that's something I need to practice too, I think. And this first question here, my friend's the one who asked it, and they asked me specifically, like, when it comes to emotion, they asked me like how to draw people, for example, looking sad, but like having that subtlety, like without actually drawing tears or something. I really think my only what really helped me is to pay attention to just people in real life. Like when there's or like you can make the face like in real life, you know, like a lot of artists are always like drawing and they end up making the face that they're drawing. Just think of like how you would feel when you're sad and you're not crying. Which parts of your face like scrunch up and stuff. And I think a lot of people are also like when they're used to drawing like not stiff face, but like especially anime faces, they kind of have this formula. It's like basic, like, okay, an anime person, they have eyebrows, their eyebrows can be sad, yeah, eyebrows. But like not just that, like how much their eyes are squinting, what kind of like subtle where there's wrinkles in their faces. I think maybe it's a little scary for people to start trying to mold that into a different shape. People get scared. Hello, I'm Skunkly Hamster. Hello, so. I jiggle around as I draw. My brain's very small, but I try. I don't know, let's try it, honestly. Hi. How would I draw like a person sad without actually crying? Of course, there's many ways to do this. Brain small like pea. Actually, how small is a hamster brain? I have no idea. Sorry if the start of the stream is super awkward. I'm so not used to streaming anymore. How did I used to do it? Do I just get on and I just start like talking? I start playing games and stuff. Pudding size? Pudding is really big. I'm smaller than pudding. There's no way. Yeah, I think like for me, let's try like maybe this is the basic sad face. But like if the question is like there's plenty of people who can't cry. And maybe people who can't cry, it's not like they're not as sad as people who cry. But like if you're just drawing someone sad like this, they don't necessarily look that sad. Sometimes, actually, this is just my shumi. I really like it when characters are like they're still smiling, but you can tell that they're sad. I think that's a good practice. Start drawing things like that. This is just a sad person, right? Not really anything. What do you call it? Anything special about it? How would I make this person sadder? Without tears. I'm gonna copy this. Oh, I forgot that that would copy the entire thing. Oh, okay. Okay. Copy this. There we go. Take this aside. I think it's like I would usually start drawing. This is like something I learned from, unfortunately, from like. Not unfortunately. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to insult anyone. Like I read a lot of Hanako Kun and I'm like, I took a lot of like studies from that personally for emotions. Let's say like they make this like wrinkle. Maybe the eyebrows are sad but a bit more subtle. I really like eye wrinkles actually. Make them look like and okay, like sad mouth here is good maybe. But I think like how the mouth also pulls like edges like that. Or even if they're smiling here, I think they will still look sad. Maybe make it like scrunch a little weird. Huh, my drawings are so funny when I'm not planning them. Oh, sorry about the noise, if there's any. Also, this is a cheat code for me personally. Like sometimes it's like how they do in Ghibli, you know, like sometimes the hair has their own life, emotion. Maybe they can look like a wet sopping dog. And make their hair like cover up their face a bit more. Or make it look like a, you know, like as if there's a rain cloud above them. That's definitely like, this is something I used to practice a lot, I think. 50 Shades of Crying Without Tears. I think other than just sad, like anger, hurt, it's something to explore. Like tears would add emotion here, but not that much. Hi Noel. Is your favorite VTuber this hamster? I'm not a VTuber. I don't stream very often, I'm so sorry. I'll get used to it, I promise. Scrubs my butt? I don't have a butt. I have a little tail. This is my little tail. You see it? Is it visible? It is, right? Butt cheeks. I have hamster butt cheeks, you think? Here, like this. I'm so sorry. I uploaded a short where I drew her butt cheeks like this. And someone commented like, tell me you grew up with Crayon Shinchan without telling me you grew up with Crayon Shinchan. And I got so, I don't know, I felt like that just shot me in the head or something. yeah, maybe I did grow up with Crayon Shinchan, so I draw butts like that. I'm sorry. That's how he flashes his ass all the time. Maybe I shouldn't be saying. Cheeked up on a Thursday afternoon, okay. Anyway, I think these two questions, like, they're not the same. But like I really like drawing character interaction. I say this, but I don't think I do it enough because I think I rely a little too much on like dialogue. And that's no good. No, it's good, but I don't know. I'm an animator, so I should probably start like practicing a bit more. Just think of like what you want to. It's like fan fiction, but you're drawing. You have to put on your fanfic like brain. Like, oh, I want to see this character go to the amusement park together. What would they do over there? They go on the teacups. They go on the Ferris wheel together. And like, what kind of expressions do they have there? I don't know. Just those little things. Yeah. No, I'm not good. I'm not sure what they mean by anatomy also. Because the only thing I'm good at, I think, is critiquing, like, I think every illustrator, I don't care if you're not an animator, if you're an illustrator, I think like everyone needs to, like, the moment they get from kind of like starting out level to like drawing really well is once they understand that like everything is a 3D shape. I'm talking about the young Mankai group going to amusement park art that you made your wallpaper. That's not my art though. I was saying like a very common like, what do you call it? That was a very common fictional scenario where characters go to the amusement park. It's like the most common like shoujo filler ever. They go on like the Ferris wheel and nothing happens on top. Hi Arisa! Sure, okay, yeah. What was I talking about? I was saying something. Damn. Caught my ADHD moment. But yeah, you get the point. What was I saying? No, it's okay. 3D shapes, yeah. I've been like definitely not Yuki. Yeah, for anatomy, even with anatomy, like I try to just like references. Oh my god, references. 3D models are free to use on Clip Studio. They are, you know, they're if you're not used to it, I love tracing them. I don't trace all the time, obviously, but also at the same time when you trace, it kind of ends up stiff. So it is hard to get the sense to deviate from the 3D model, I think. But yeah, like you know, like from someone who's like more of a beginner, for example, I think specifically this is like I know who asked this question, right? So like I'm trying to give advice that will work for them with what they're asking for, I think. But like I think the moment someone turns from beginner-ish, or like kind of drawing the same stuff all the time. I drew the same stuff for years and years when I was like starting out. Like when you draw like starting from like flat, it's a flat person. Like when you used to draw like this all the time, I used to draw like this all the time. This is all I drew. Front face, like a front-facing character. Okay, I'm trying so hard to like go back to my old habits, and it's fucking impossible. Oh my god. I think the thing about people is like people are made of 3D objects. I love. No, yeah, I'm drawing the same things all the time now, but what I mean like the same angle, the same like what do you call it? This is my guilty is like I draw this angle all the time. This angle. This is my favorite angle to draw. I'm sure this is favorite angle for a lot of artists to draw this angle. It's so easy. It's easy also because it doesn't have to be symmetrical, like the left and the right eye doesn't have to be symmetrical. Like when you're like, draw something now, immediately people will draw this. This is the fastest thing artists will draw. It's also the best, it looks good. But I've been like trying really hard to draw, you know, that freehand drawing that's been really trending. I'll try to draw, maybe not that extreme, but even when it's like a side angle like this is a circle, this is a sphere, this is a sphere. Like for example, hair doesn't go this way, hair goes from here. There's the top of the head. If you guys notice, I feel like recently my obsession is like to make the highlights like show how obviously round the like highlights are. I feel like I really used to put highlights like this, which is like it's correct. It's correct. This is where the head is. But when you put the highlights up here, oh, you can see it's a round head. Oh, oh, it's interesting even though it's just highlights. Do I have an example of that? I'm gonna pull out like one of my drawings or something. Do I draw these days? I do draw. I just can't like I'm not always posting everything. My god. My god, this. This is my drawing. This is my drawing. Everyone knows I draw. This is my drawing. My drawing is me. This is me when I'm not looking like this. But like, this is a front-facing drawing. I had a hard time, by the way, because drawing things symmetrically is really difficult. You think it's simple, but it's not, because you start flipping the drawing and you're like, what the fuck is that? And you start liquify tooling everything. Yeah, hammy cute. But like, I love when like, I love this. I love this. This is in the shape of a circle. So it makes you think the head is a circle. It makes her look rounder. I love it so much. And I make sure, like, all of these lines, they're like, they have a purpose. They're serving a purpose. They're showing you that the entire head is round. I feel like ever since I became an animator, I just got really obsessed with making everything as 3D looking as possible, because this thing exists supposedly in real life, at least in the universe of like the universe of this cartoon, this anime or whatever. And I just have to make it look not flat, despite it being the 2D world. You know, you already have like the superpower of making things exist. Never understood the philosophy behind highlights. I never know how to put them properly. There was this one time I was like looking in front of the mirror and there was like a light right above my head, and I just moved my head like up and down, and I paid attention to how my highlights, like, it moved from like being up here and it moved all the way down to like from here to like it becomes like flatter down, and like paying attention to that, I was like, it was like a eureka moment. Also, highlights are just kind of like, the drawing really does look empty without it, kind of. At least in terms of like anime, it will look flat. I mean, you're supposed, the most of the drawing is the shadow and the drawing itself, because that's all you have to work with. But like, the highlights just like make the character, I don't know. I think for the specific oomph that was asking this like anatomy question thing, I'm not someone who's crazy about anatomy like Cookie. Maybe I don't really have as much things to say, but I think it's a good place to start, like paying attention to like even drawing like, I'm sorry, it's her boobs. Like when you draw like clothes, you know, this is showing the shape of her body, where the folds fall. This is a circle. This is a cylinder. This is a cylinder. So the lines will always follow those shapes. Even this neck is a cylinder. This round. This round. I love making boobs pop. I'm sorry. Bobs. No. Oh my god. Like, you know, when you're like in school, like normal school, not like art school. You're like in school and you're drawing and someone looks behind you and they're like, "What are you drawing? Oh my god, you're drawing the boobs. You're drawing the boobs. Why are they naked? Oh my god, that's so scandalous." Like, you want me to draw like that's what humans look like? I'm sorry, whether the character has like boobs or not matters. Art school's not normal. Yeah, I don't know. No, don't go to art school. You're paying for, like, you're being scammed. No, but really. It matters. Everyone has different body types. I've been really trying hard to draw body types. I think also what really helps me is just tracing. I actually do trace in my own time. Like, Yeah, I don't post it. Yeah, I don't like. But when I really like an art piece, I will trace the lines. I'll see what makes the art work. What makes the art work? What makes art work? Oh no, well, what makes it like good? When you go to school, normal school, not art. I'm saying no one will question you drawing boobs in an art school. No one's gonna question that. Like I meant like elementary up until like high school, you know. Horse ears. She got cami ears. I don't got horse ears. Yeah. There was one more question actually. I thought. Oh, that was a genuine mistake. Okay, I'm so sorry. Okay. I have one more question, and this one's kind of long. I'm just gonna screenshot it. Oh, that's loud. Please, oomph, by the way, or oomphs or non-oomph, if I answered your question here and maybe something wasn't enough, or like there's still more, just send it again. Just send it through the same form again if you want to stay on, or just ask me more. I don't know. I feel like I'm okay at yapping once I start yapping. But like, yeah. Okay, this one. Is this showing? Am I showing properly? We get a hammy tutorial. Genuinely? Actually? I literally here. You want me to draw her? This is. I start with her ears, her little ears. I draw where the face is first. Actually, no, this is wrong already. Sorry. Sorry for tricking you. I draw where the face is. I make sure she has cheeks. I put down the head until here. Then you can make the circle as big as you want. And then you can make her little body. And this is like her forelimbs. You can add a tail if you want. Oh my god, what the fuck is this? Wait. No. You know what? The tail looks terrible. Here. Someone said she looks like she has udders. I will kill you if you say that. Hammy tutorial is drawn like the owl tutorial. You draw the circle and the second drawing is finished. The great bro can walk? Yes! Yes, she can! I shall prove it. I shall prove it, like, right now. Oh my god, why is... Okay, this is wide because it's still like the same setup from when I was drawing the mint animation. She can walk, she can walk. Yeah, I'm gonna copy this from here. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Wait, how do I do anything on PC? Oh my god, I'm so used to drawing on iPad. Terrible. She can walk, she can walk. She can walk. Okay, this one's front. This goes front. This goes back. Goes front again. Oh fuck! Wait. No. I'm sure we can make this work. I think you have to make it more obvious which one's the back one. Where is this? You're saying she can't walk. I have to prove you're wrong. Huh? Okay. I'll make her cheeks bounce a little. Going. Okay. See, she can walk. Why she got horse legs? Have you ever seen a hamster walk? It walks in 4 legs. It doesn't walk in 2. You think I'm walking like a person? Witchcraft. You can hear Squidward's tentacle noises with these. No, give me like, at least give me like, oh fuck, I don't want to say Abby Chews, that's terrible. It's not a good anime to use for this. Yeah, but anything can work. When you're making a character, like, think of that thing moving. Think of how it lives, how it's eating, how this thing just has a lot of food in its cheeks. That's okay. It's okay. Oh my god. I'm still not used to this model following my mouse. Yeah. Back to the question. Okay, I'm gonna read this one. Thank you for allowing anon questions. I'm really shy. It's okay. Don't need to be shy. It's literally just me and like, I don't know how many of you are here. Maybe like 6 people. Yeah, like 7. I'm right. My question is related to animating. I've observed that a lot of animators sketch cleanly, and I've heard that it's also to reduce the information required for professional. But is that something that can be practiced late, or would that make me have to change my fundamentals? I'll be really glad if you could share some tips or insights on this. I honestly think I learned it's really hard to learn animation and be clean immediately. I think most people, like, they start with the ball, right? The ball exercise is like everyone starts with the ball. Oh my god, how do I make this without like a normal amount of sides? Everyone starts with like a ball. I guess when you draw a ball, it's just a ball. But most people can't just immediately draw like an elaborate character without sketch. We're always gonna be sketching first, but I think if you want to practice having cleaner lines, it's also just like practice sketching with just less lines. Like I know sketches are usually like this, like very, very sketchy, and just like it matters more for speed, like drawing speed, I think. I don't know, people say I draw fast, but do I draw fast? I honestly don't believe it, because I know a lot of people still draw way faster than me. Like, yes, making your like lines, like each stroke you make count more, so your sketch would look something more like this instead. Of course, it's okay to sketch Atari lines if you want, but I think you can practice animating and you can practice making it clean separately. It is something you get a feel for eventually. You draw like you snort Red Bull at speed. Just because there's people who draw faster doesn't mean you're not fast. My sensei like was asked once, like, what's the most important thing to survive in the industry, and they were just like, you just need to draw fast. And I'm like, not everyone can, and I feel like that really sucks about the industry. I don't condone that. I think things take time, and it makes sense that things take time. It's kind of sad. I don't know. I blink and you shitted out a whole ass detailed sketch. I did not. By the way, can I uncharge my? I was charging my pen the entire time, so I feel like I was. What do you call? I feel like I was shackled while drawing. Okay, uncharge my pen. Yeah, you take up. If you take up a long time, they don't want your butt. Yeah, it's scary. I feel like I draw pretty fast now, but I also still have trouble with like making my sketches clean. I noticed that obviously like other people, they have even cleaner layouts than mine. And I'm still in my first year. I think that's normal, I guess. I don't know. Like, if you want to learn like sketching cleanly, I think it's okay to start from learning to illustrate like clean lines and learning to animate separately, because learning to animate, it's really hard to get a feel for it. I feel like my old animations were all really like really sketchy. Everyone starts somewhere. Like everyone starts with a ball, a pendulum, and then the sperm. Yes, the sperm. And then after that, like the inanimate object that is like alive and moving. And doing those exercises, you don't need to be clean. It's okay if you're starting and you're not clean. That's why the layout, like the animation, like pipeline, is storyboard layout, Genga and Doga. If you are not clean in layout, it's okay. You can do that in Genga. It's still like this is animation. This is sketch. This is the sketch. This is basically line art. This is honestly like line art 2. Line art 2 was so great, they made line art 1 was so great, they made line art 2. And like clean up. Yeah, you need your fundamentals down. We're good first. Yeah. I wonder if I have like my animations from when I was starting to learn. I wonder. I had them somewhere. I'll see if I can find them. But everyone does the same thing. They do a ball first. They do ball, and then they do sperm, and then they do. I'm sorry, I keep calling it sperm. It's a ball with a tail. Ball with a tail. It's the same thing. But like realistically, no one's immediately clean when they're animating, unless they're really, really good. Ball with a tail, with a sperm. Everyone animates the sperm as a practice. They don't animate like literally a sperm. You practice animating like a ball. The ball with a tail like this. And you make it move. This is physics practice. I wonder, because wherever the ball goes, the tail will follow. I guess when you're practicing like this though, you're not gonna be making much lines in the first place. Yeah. This is a pendulum basically. And then you're gonna use this all the time if you think about it. Because this thing, it's a head. Let's say this is the head of the person. The tail is the hair. See? It's a ball with a tail. The sperm. Honestly, it's like it's worth it to study animation even if you're just an illustrator. just paying attention to how things move and drawing things mid-movement will really help make your illustrations better, I think. Yeah. But yeah, I think it's okay to draw separately. I think I practiced really late. If I think about it, I've been animating since like on like Adobe Flash, like back in the day. It was never clean. No. I need to work. Thank you for streaming. I'll catch you guys later. Bye bye, Soft. It's okay. I'm also like I'm gonna hop off in a bit. It's okay. I cannot stream long anymore. I'm too like I have a few cuts to finish tonight. I'll do a proper drawing stream sometime. You know. Wow, I'm really obsessed with how she wiggles. Wiggle, jiggle, wiggle, jiggle. I hope that's okay. I don't know if that's like I don't know if there's something I missed. I literally just got like these questions really. You see how my pen like turns? I'm really obsessed with it even though I'm the one who rigged it. It's so cute. I'm not this cute in real life. I'm like catfishing everyone. It's terrible. Wow. Wow. And she turns. Wee. Yeah, I'll draw a little something, I guess. Hi, Miffy. Do I have any examples? What's the recent thing I animated? It was the mint thing. That's like the most recent thing I animated. Maybe I can show something I did for... Can I show that? I have no idea actually. Maybe not. I have no idea. Did I do anything? Did I do anything I can show? It's terrible. Oh, I did the boyfriends thing, I guess. Maybe I can show somehow. Wait. How do I show a video? Do I put a No. Does this have audio? Hope not. It doesn't. Okay. It doesn't. Wait. Okay. I'm gonna put something here before I go. I'll show something. Maybe it'll help. I'll loop it here. Is it this one? Huh? Oh, that's too big. Way too big. This is about how unclean my sketches are, I think. Also, I don't draw every frame for a sketch. If it's an in-between, I will leave it for later. And... wow, I don't have the complete version. Like... yeah, like you like the skill of animating and drawing cleanly is, I think, is separate. You can definitely train it separately. This is not clean at all. Like, it's clean, but it's not. I'm not cool. No, I swear. This is normal. This is like the normal amount. Because what matters is I get the shapes down. I get the motion down. That's all that matters. I don't know if I have the finished version. Oh wow. Do I not? I have the finished version, like... do I? No, I don't. Oh, I really don't use my computer. That's ridiculous. If you go to my Twitter, you'll find the finished version. But like, I have the unfinished file here. That matters. Oh my god. Where is it? Here. It'll be like... This is like, I plan how cleanly it'll become, yeah. But the sketch is just about that much. In the end, like, we're all human. We don't start making things perfectly right away. Yeah. I hope everyone tries animating. I think it's fun. No, I'm lying, it's torturous, but it's fun. It's fun to see the results. It's not fun to animate. It is fun. I'm lying. I don't know. It's really difficult. I think there's that quote, what was it? Like, it's a miracle anything ever gets made. Because everything takes so much time, but like, look at how much anime is out there. You didn't, your wrist didn't last a week. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna finish the sperm before I go. I didn't realize that everyone had to do the same thing with, like, of course they did. What did I think? Why didn't I think that? Did this thing's tail get, like, longer? Did it get bigger? I have no idea. I don't know. Oh, yeah, it kind of got bigger. It's okay. Going through the process, you clap like a baby by the end, seeing the result. Unfortunately, the result makes you kind of addicted to doing it. Yeah. It's still fun. I still have a good time. I like the job. I mean, it's my dream job. I did, like, give up animating for like a few years. I thought, like, okay, maybe I'm shooting too high. Like, everyone who said as a baby, they're like, I wanna be an animator. I wanna end up in Disney or something. And I'm like, okay. I grow up a little and I'm like, okay, I'm shooting too high. I will never get that good. But it's not really about never getting that good. It's like what I'm working on at the time wasn't, not that it wasn't going to help me do what I want to do, but like, I could have been practicing certain things that will get me to my goal, like specifically my goal. Like, I guess I just started animating less and less, I think. It doesn't really matter what you're animating. It doesn't matter if it's a little animal, a little creature, you're still animating. You don't have to, like, immediately start with, like, grand things like an anime sword fight or like those, like, super cool sakuga shots or something. It starts from something small that makes you happy. Like a little pudding dancing around, that's okay. It will help you. Maybe back then I thought, like, okay, I would never end up drawing a person moving. But that's because I didn't even start small, so how could I imagine so big? Yeah. Even a thing where someone said they hate every part of filmmaking, yeah. Oh, it was like, I think that was like the Funkland or something. I hate every part of filmmaking. The only thing I hate more than making a film is not making a film. It's such a good quote. It's how everyone feels. Because in the end, you like everyone wants to express themselves. My god. It's true. And it hurts, but you push through. I've been like compromising with my schedule by making shorts to like upload so I can like draw a little bit of my own season stuff. Yeah. I think also finding the balance between work and like either fan art or something for yourself is really difficult. I try, but I lose my mind a lot. In the end, I'm like, I think I'm very grateful that I'm here now, but I don't think, I also, maybe me and I'm sure a lot of people don't realize that we're so shorthand. Like, I don't know, maybe it's different in the Western industry, but at least in Japanese industry, it's so, there's not enough people. If you learn how to do what they want you to do, like even if it's just like Nigen work, not like key animation, but like second key animation or like helping or something, they probably will have work for you. They want to outsource. You can look for work, or you can kind of like make a portfolio that aims for that. Yeah. I've never DM'd anyone to get work, but apparently you can DM people for work, and I'm too scared to DM people for work. Yeah, that's why like I feel really bad when like people on Twitter, like, I don't know, like maybe when I announce like, oh, I'm part of this anime, it seems like a bigger deal than it is to me, at least. Because to me it's like, if you can draw and you draw pretty well, they probably want you. And I think like, yeah, animating is not for everyone, but also more people can learn it than they think. If you want to learn it, you will be able to. Yeah, at least it feels like that for illustrators. Yeah, illustrators, like, the field is saturated, it's hard. So I was really scared about being an illustrator. At the same time, it's like, I don't know, animating is also taxing, so it's like, I thought they're kind of reluctant to get outsourced people because I heard someone say it's more like cleaning up for them. I mean, honestly, I've only gotten work. Maybe this is a me thing. I don't think this is true for everyone. But like, in my experience, I don't know if it's because like I have enough skill for it or something, but they would contact me for layout work, which is like a higher level than like cleaning up work, and then they'll tell me like, in the meantime, let's say before this anime's production starts, we have a few cleanup work that, like, if you're interested, we can send you some cleanup work also. And I just said yes, and yeah, sometimes they'll send it to you. Yeah, I don't know, I think it's kind of mean that people are like, some people are mean about it, about like people who learn animating online and stuff like that, maybe. But in the end, we're all like a really big team. We're all trying to make something. Like I work on what was it called, My Dress Up Darling and Spy Family, right? And it's like they're both from Cloverworks, just because like I got contacted for something completely unrelated, and they have some cleanup work in the middle, and I managed to like, oh, okay, sure, I'll help. They need people. They just don't have enough people. Yeah, I think everyone always surprised when they hear that it's actually like, if you want to get in the industry, you just need to you need to start like, the dream is not unreachable if you take the right, like, you take smaller steps instead of being like, I wanna get there, I wanna get immediately, like, not immediately, but like, my dream is to work on this movie or with this studio, and then you have no idea how to get there. Like, that's kind of the problem. Yeah, realistically, what you need to know is how to get the jobs that will be the pipeline to that or something. I was surprised that I could get in at all either. Like okay, I got in one, and I thought, okay, maybe this is an outlier situation and not gonna get it again. And I got like a bunch of emails, and then I can really feel how understaffed every studio is, and it feels like, yeah, like I don't know. I don't think anyone's competing for a spot when there's just that much. But yeah. I don't know. I hope that was interesting enough. I'll do it again if I ever get more questions. There was a few people who previously said that they wanted to like submit artwork. I think they didn't get to in time. That's okay. If I ever feel like it, I might do it again, like maybe monthly or something. I think I make an okay teacher, but I also don't know where to start looking for people who are interested in learning animation. I'm so willing to teach, but I don't have any students. And my entire family they're all teachers. I don't know how or why, but we all ended up as teachers. Like they're English teachers or Japanese teachers or something of that sort. Yeah, I want to submit, but that's too busy. It's okay. There's either next time or you send me one now. But I don't know what I would critique about your art. It's so good already, Cookie. Me. Okay. I'd love to learn from you. I'm open anytime. It's like, I feel like knowledge should be more free. If anyone ever wants to ask anything from me, I'm usually going to answer. My contacts are open and everything. I think people don't usually think to ask. Sorry, I'm like wiggling while I can. Yeah. It was fun, like learning animation. I did go to school, but I really think you don't have to go all the way to like go to animation school to start animating. I should have started sooner, I don't know. And there's definitely people who start sooner. And it's also never too late to start. Even if you're like already in the middle of a different art career, if you want to learn it, it's not going to be a minus. It's more things. Yeah, there's so much material online that you can learn from by yourself, and I think the bigger issue is that people don't, like when they're not in a class. Actually for me personally, when I'm not in a class, I'm not gonna end up learning. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna study this thing. I've been saying that I'm going to study this thing, and I just don't do it. And like, I don't know where to start. I don't know what to do to like art those. There's this video that like, okay, there's this video called like every assignment I got in animating class or something like that. It's the same exact assignments I did. And like, if you want to learn animation, it's definitely from there. You draw a ball bouncing, and then you draw a pendulum, and then you draw the sperm, the thing I said earlier. And then you can start from like drawing things warping and things like that. Yeah. Also like industry standard for me is, for the like, I guess Japanese industry is Clip Studio, but I know America and such uses something else and I don't know. A ball with a tail? Yes, it's a ball with a tail. It's a ball with a tail because you're always going to be animating a ball with a tail, trust me. I'm like always animating a ball with a tail. Because every time a person moves, their hair will be moving together with that. It's like practicing like drawing things with weight. I used to get told to draw like a brick falling down, or like how it breaks, or like, and then like animating SFX like clouds and fire, that kind of stuff. Just like every basics you need. And then of course there's those like 12, what is it called? 12 fundamentals, like 12 something of animation. Why am I feel like a fake. 12 principles, that's the word. Oh my god. 12 principles of animation. It's really all just that. I guess once you have that, you can technically do anything, especially if you have a reference. Principles. Yes. I'm a hammy who knows many vocabularies. ESL. Yes, despite everything, I'm ESL. If that makes sense. I'm so sorry that like my materials, like I don't have too much. But again, like I'm very open for anyone asking me. I love teaching, I love yapping. I love sharing knowledge. I love it when my friends are like, I want to start animating, where should I start? I'm like, I will tutor you. I will literally do it for free. I will tutor you for free. I'm gonna let her walk. You wanna draw this thing walking? I'll do it I'll teach you for free. Knowledge should be free. No, there should be no gatekeeping. I shan't ever gatekeep. The only reason I would not reply to something is if the question is either too vague, I don't think I can help with it, or I've like missed the note and I like forgot to answer, or not forgot to answer, like I just straight up didn't see it or didn't have time. But I swear I try to reply. Like, life is short, we should not have regrets. He's on the way to teach a class. I'm not like confident enough to teach a class. I don't know if I explain. I think I explained pretty well. Or at least like I yap to like Vincent and he's like But his art improves. So I think he listens to me, guys. I think he's listening. Like, yeah, probably people should be listening to you when you talk, but like it's so nice to see someone improve and actually like I don't know, improve. Let's all improve together. I have a lot of things to improve on. Okay, I'm probably gonna get off stream since it's been like 1.5 hour-ish, probably. I'm gonna hold my corn. I'm not drawing anymore, so I'm gonna hold corn. Where's my corn? I can hold corn and the pencil, actually. I'm gonna take off my pencil. Has everyone here eaten dinner? It's almost 10, but like, everyone please have a good sleep. Corn, yeah. I realized recently what I needed was just like to feel like I'm not alone. Like everyone is trying to improve, actually. And it's really hard because these days you go online and everyone's tracing AI. Everyone's like really pretending to draw instead of just drawing. But there is many people still making stuff, and AI wouldn't be able to replace human touch no matter what. Even if someone wants to feed that Chainsaw Man animation into AI, it's not gonna look the same because AI can't like pay attention to the little details of like the fingertips and stuff. And you are worth something always. We shan't ever be replaced. Oh my god, look at how much I can move my corner around. Okay, I'm gonna like, yeah. Do animators have privileges of free food? Like, or no, we eat garbage? Yeah, AI can't replicate the whimsy of real people drawing. It's true. And yeah, boobs. Boo! Boo! Ah! I'm gonna become big before I go. My face tracking works, right? I actually have no idea this whole time. Oh my god, I have a cheeks. I have a cheeks parameter that I haven't put on. My cheeks are supposed to get even bigger if I puff up my cheeks. Oh well, I'll leave that for next time. Yeah, if I ever go on stream again, maybe I'll probably use this. I don't know, maybe. It's so much lighter than my other model. I'm working on a newer, like new and improved. I've been working on a new and improved Lia for like years now, and I'm like, this is never happening. I need to make something really fast, and I made this one in like maybe an hour and a half or something. Okay, I'm going to hop off. Everyone have a good night. I will remember to empty my cheeks before bed and brush my teeth, and I ate dinner. I think I ate dinner. Yes, I ate my dinner. Good night, guys. If you have any more stuff, if I have enough material to do the stream again, honestly, I yapped already for like an hour with just 4 questions. So if there's any more, I will do another one eventually. I need to get off my like fear of talking to people. I will go for you before I go. Bye bye. Thank you. Oh my god, light. Hi. Thank you. Bye bye. Good night. Yep, learning is best learning. I will be back. Bye bye.